At the County Library today, we brought the 40s back to Barry. We've got a 1940s truck. We've brought in military weapons that we've had to get in touch with the firearms police officers, assuring them they are deactivated. And we've been very fortunate to have Jonathan Hicks launching his book, but also Eileen Younghusband.
I was here today to give a talk about the contribution that the women in the filter room of the Women's Auxiliary Air Force contributed to the Battle of Britain and to the RAF generally.
I just think it's a fascinating story about the war. Not only the fact that she worked in something which was top secret for 30 years, but also the whole experience of what she went through. One of the things I found most fascinating was her wartime wedding. The idea of make, do and mend, and everybody providing, you know, somebody would provide a cake, somebody else would provide an old dress to be adapted. I think that, for me, brings the whole thing to life.
We're bringing together all the generations to talk about it, where too often children don't ask their grandparents what they did.
I think perhaps the thing I remember most of all was going on duty at midnight on D-Day. As I went in the filter room, the atmosphere was electric, and we spent the night plotting and filtering the movements of the ships in the Channel, the landings on Normandy, and the gliders being towed out to back up our troops. I will never forget that night.
Nobody else, I think, had quite the war experience that Eileen's had. She had to keep her work in the filter room secret for 30 years. And the result of that is that war films have not shown that aspect of the war at all. It's been completely overlooked, and yet it was absolutely vital in keeping Hitler's bombers from finishing off Britain.